Hey, it's Ashley 3G, and I'm here to tell you what's been going on with my Rebel Scholar Unicorn Pirate Silver case. As you can see, I have the box here, and as you also can see, I have it decked out with some of my favorite cases, and in the front here, the Rebel Scholar Unicorn Pirate Silver case. So I'm just going to put it close up for you so you can see that design. Hopefully in this video you can see the design a little bit better. The lighting might be better in this video, but just take a good look at it. I used it all weekend. As you know, I got it on Friday, and today is Monday, so I used it all weekend, and still shiny as ever, still looks good, just like when I put it on. I gotta say, every time I pick the case up, if my phone's laying down this way and I pick it up, I always turn it over and I just glance at it for a minute, because that's how pretty it is. It really looks very sharp, and my family members, they were like bashing on me so bad for spending $100 on a case until they saw it, until I showed them the actual case, which they were very impressed with, and then I showed them the box and the stickers and the whole get up that I had in that unboxing video. They could kind of see where the $100 was coming from. But to that, let me add that just because this is the $100 case doesn't mean if you buy the $35 case or the $20 case that you're going to get less quality. I mean, the case that they use is the case that they use for all their cases, okay? They have different finishes and different designs. This one is like laser etched, and it has an artist's actual artwork, which I might add is just simply gorgeous and different. But what my point is if you are dying to try a Rebel Scholar case out, it doesn't have to be this one. It can be any one. I chose this one for several reasons, and like I said in the last video, I was back and forth on different cases for a very long time. I had a $20 case in my cart. I had a couple of the $35 cases, the $50 cases, these in every color. I started out wanting the pink one, and then I moved to gold and then silver. I picked this one because silver goes with more of my clothes, and I have a jacket that this really looks nice with. I can see myself using it all year round. The gold I was going to get kind of as a joke to my family, because they were like, $100 case, I hope it's made out of gold. And I was like, well, actually it is kind of gold. But, ultimately I decided on this silver case. So again, the whole point is, if you want to try a Rebel Scholar case out, it doesn't have to be this one. I did really enjoy the box, and I'm enjoying, having all my cases in here, but it's not necessary or essential. Is the case worth $100? It depends on who you are. To me, yes, it is worth $100. After feeling it in my hand, seeing the design, the box, the stickers, just the whole experience that I've had with Rebel Scholar, absolutely it's worth $100 to me personally. To you, maybe not. To you, maybe $20 is good enough for almost the same case. I mean, it's the same not design, but it's the same, case. Underneath all this, the case is the case. So on with the review of this case. In addition to the shininess that I keep talking about, all the cutouts are excellent. I'll just give you a quick glance over of them. They're spot on. The camera hole, something I really look for in an overall case design, is the way the camera hole is cut out there. And as you can see from the video, it's just perfect, which, adds to the overall look of the back of the case. Another thing that I noticed is that obviously the case is see-through, and I can see the Apple logo under there, and it's just kind of fun to look at. Like, just holding it and moving it at different angles, you can see, the underneath of your iPhone, you can see the words down here. It's just very interesting and fun. I've had no scratches to the back of it. I've been sitting it this way as well as this way, and there's no scratches, no scuffs. The UV paint is still on there. I'd hope so, because I've only had it for 2 days, but that's just something that I wanted to tell you. Also, I kept the case on for about a full day and a half, I guess, before I even tried to take it off. It was very, there was a lot of resistance putting the phone into the case, and so I was afraid that if I took it out a whole lot, since there are no guardrails in there, that the back of my phone would get scratched. So I didn't mess with it at all. However, I did get an email from someone, and they were talking about the ease of taking the phone out of the case as compared to the in-case slider. So I went ahead and took it off, and let me show you how easy. Now, when you have it on, you have no idea that the bottom is going to come off this easy. You can use it all you want to, and you would never know until you just pull at it, and it's very simple. So I'll show you again. You just kind of, barely pull at it, and it comes off. So that was really interesting and neat. And then I'm going to go ahead and take it off. And I've taken the case off about 4 or 5 times now. and the 4 or 5 times there were no scratches, but I'm being very careful with this. So just very gently pulling it out. Okay? And I'm looking at it right now, and it has added no scratches to the back of my iPhone. Even though there are no guardrails on the inside of this case. And lastly, I just wanted to talk about Rebel Scholar as a company, because there was a little bit of controversy surrounding the company, and to be quite honest, that is what kept me from buying a Rebel Scholar case for so long. My personal experience is all I have to tell you about. I can't speak for anyone else, obviously, but here's the experience I had. I put the case in my cart when I finally decided what I wanted. I clicked buy. They took me to a PayPal site. I paid with PayPal, which is the way I prefer to pay things anyway. So I paid. Immediately, I was greeted with a little message from Rebel Scholar that was really cute and said something like, "Isn't life wonderful?" or something like that. You know, just something really fun. And it was kind of my confirmation page. You know, instead of a boring confirmation page, they did something a little bit different. So I know that seems like a very small thing, but it really is a very big thing to me because it just went outside of what I was expecting. Second thing that I can remember that happened. Okay, so I ordered my case. Like 2 hours later, they sent confirmation that they had put all the shipping stuff together. I don't know if they shipped it 2 hours later or they just printed a label, but that was really fast to me. So immediately I used the tracking number that they gave me, and I tracked my order through United States Postal Service. The shipping I paid, well, or didn't pay for. I didn't pay for shipping because the shipping was free. I think they had a couple options on there for shipping. But actually, I was pleasantly surprised to find out after using my tracking number that they shipped it priority mail. Okay, so they're in California and I'm in Alabama. I got the case in 2 days. Like I ordered it, like I told you, like Wednesday afternoon, Alabama time, and it got here on Friday before noon. So, I mean, they literally must have gotten my order, gotten my stuff together, and sent it to the post office. It doesn't get much better than that, and that's coming from California all the way across the United States. So that's the experience I've had with Rebel Scholar. You know, I haven't had to email them about any problems or anything. Oh, but I have emailed them before. Let me mention that really quick too. I email companies a lot just to see like if they're going to have any new products coming out or if I have questions. I did have a question for Rebel Scholar about the characters featured on the case, some other just really random questions for them, and they pacified me by answering those questions within like an hour of me sending the email, so they're really on top of their game over there. And to finish this off, I'll just say there's only been one other time when I've gotten a case and I thought, maybe I don't need any more cases. Maybe this is the case that I just want to use all the time. The first time it was the Switch Easy Capsule Serpent, and this time it's this one. I haven't really wanted to use any of my other cases. These are my favorites for the moment, but this is the case that I want to use right now. And just an overall positive experience. I was pleasantly surprised after hearing some of the stuff that I did. It just taught me, you know, maybe sometimes there are bad experiences that people have, but you just have to see for yourself sometimes. You can't jump on the bandwagon without knowing what you're talking about. And that's a mistake that I almost made, and I'm glad that I didn't. So for me, for this experience, Rebel Scholar, positive experience. Thank you guys for watching, and keep watching.